Have you ever dreamed of moving to a new city in America, only to discover that your dream destination could quickly become your biggest regret? Every year, thousands of people relocate across the United States, searching for better jobs, safer neighborhoods, lower living costs, and a higher quality of life. But not every city delivers on those promises. Some places struggle with rising crime rates, declining populations, weak job markets, expensive housing, aging infrastructure, or economic uncertainty that can make everyday life far more difficult than expected. Before you pack your bags, buy a house, or sign a lease, you need to know where these warning signs exist. In today's video, we're counting down 7 American cities that many experts, relocation analysts, and public reports frequently identify as some of the most challenging places to live due to a combination of safety concerns, economic struggles, affordability issues, and declining opportunities. This isn't about criticizing the people who live there. Every city has hardworking families, successful neighborhoods, and positive stories. Instead, this list is designed to help you make informed decisions by understanding the risks before making one of the biggest financial moves of your life. Be sure to watch until the end, because the #1 city on our list continues to surprise many Americans and could save you from making a costly mistake. Coming in at number 7 is Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis is famous for its rich musical history, legendary barbecue, and cultural influence, attracting millions of visitors every year. However, behind its incredible heritage lies a city facing several long-term challenges. Crime has remained one of the biggest concerns for many residents, with certain neighborhoods experiencing significantly higher rates of violent and property crimes than the national average. While many parts of Memphis are perfectly safe, choosing the wrong neighborhood can dramatically affect your quality of life. Economic inequality also continues to be a major issue, creating noticeable differences between thriving communities and struggling areas. Although the city offers relatively affordable housing compared to many major metropolitan areas, low home prices alone don't always guarantee a good investment. Buyers should carefully examine neighborhood trends, school quality, infrastructure, and future development plans before purchasing property. Employment opportunities have improved in logistics and transportation, thanks to Memphis serving as a major shipping hub. But wage growth has not always kept pace with inflation and rising living expenses. For families considering relocation, researching individual neighborhoods instead of judging the city as a whole is absolutely essential. At number 6 is Cleveland, Ohio. Once known as one of America's manufacturing powerhouses, Cleveland has spent decades working to reinvent itself after significant industrial decline. The city has made meaningful progress in healthcare, education, and medical research, yet it continues to face population loss and economic challenges that affect many neighborhoods. Some areas have seen impressive redevelopment, while others still struggle with vacant properties, aging infrastructure, and limited investment. One concern for potential homebuyers is that relatively low home prices can sometimes reflect weaker long-term demand rather than outstanding value. It's important to look beyond the listing price and evaluate employment opportunities, neighborhood stability, future appreciation potential, and local amenities. Winters in Cleveland can also be long, cold, and snowy, adding extra costs for heating, vehicle maintenance, and property upkeep. Despite these challenges, many residents appreciate the city's passionate sports culture, beautiful waterfront, and respected healthcare institutions. The key takeaway is that Cleveland offers opportunities, but success often depends on choosing the right neighborhood and understanding both the benefits and the risks before making a long-term commitment. Now it's time for number 5, and this city has become one of the most talked about places in America for all the wrong reasons. Detroit, Michigan is a city with an incredible history. Once known as the Motor City and the heart of America's automobile industry, Detroit helped build the nation's economy for decades. But after years of factory closures, population decline, and economic hardship, many parts of the city continue to face serious challenges. While downtown Detroit has experienced remarkable revitalization with new restaurants, entertainment venues, and business investments, The reality is that not every neighborhood has benefited equally. Some communities still struggle with abandoned properties, aging infrastructure, and limited access to quality services. Home prices may appear incredibly attractive compared to other major U.S. cities, but buyers should remember that a cheap home is not always a smart investment. Maintenance costs, neighborhood conditions, local school quality, and future property appreciation all deserve careful consideration. Job opportunities have improved in recent years thanks to technology startups, healthcare, and manufacturing investments, but economic recovery remains uneven across different parts of the city. Anyone considering Detroit should spend significant time researching specific neighborhoods rather than relying on citywide averages, because experiences can vary dramatically from one area to another. Moving on to number 4, we have Baltimore, Maryland. Located near Washington, D.C., Baltimore offers a strategic location, a historic harbor, world-class hospitals, and respected universities. On paper, it seems like an excellent place to live. However, many residents continue to express concerns about public safety, aging infrastructure, and economic inequality. Certain neighborhoods have experienced higher crime rates than national averages, while others remain vibrant, safe, and highly desirable. This sharp contrast makes neighborhood research absolutely essential before relocating. Housing costs can also vary significantly depending on location, with some areas offering affordable homes while others remain surprisingly expensive. Public schools differ greatly from one district to another, making school quality another important factor for families. Baltimore has invested heavily in redevelopment projects, tourism, and waterfront improvements. Yet many long-term economic and social challenges remain unresolved. If you're considering moving here, don't judge the city by one headline or one statistic. Instead, evaluate individual communities, commute times, employment opportunities, healthcare access, and future development plans to make a well-informed decision. Coming in at number 3 is St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis is famous for the iconic Gateway Arch, passionate sports fans, and a surprisingly affordable housing market. At first glance, it can look like an attractive destination for first-time homebuyers and families looking to reduce living expenses. However, affordability tells only part of the story. Some neighborhoods continue to struggle with crime, population decline, and aging public infrastructure. Economic growth has been uneven, with certain districts seeing new investments while others continue to lose businesses and residents. This creates a city where living experiences can differ dramatically depending on the exact neighborhood you choose. Buyers who focus only on low home prices may overlook important factors such as future resale value, school performance, local employment opportunities, and neighborhood stability. On the positive side, Louis continues to strengthen sectors like healthcare, biotechnology, and higher education, creating promising opportunities for skilled professionals. The city also offers outstanding parks, museums, and cultural attractions, many of which are free to the public. Still, anyone planning to relocate should conduct detailed research, visit multiple neighborhoods in person if possible, and compare long-term living costs rather than making a decision based solely on attractive real estate prices. As our countdown continues, the final 2 cities may surprise you, because their challenges extend beyond crime or affordability and involve broader economic and population trends that could influence your financial future for years to come. We've finally reached the top 2 cities on our countdown, and while these places each have unique strengths, they also face challenges that every potential homebuyer or renter should understand before making a major move. At number 2 is Oakland, California. Oakland has long been known for its diverse culture, thriving art scene, beautiful waterfront, and close proximity to San Francisco. On the surface, it seems like an ideal location, especially for people looking to enjoy the opportunities of the Bay Area without living directly in San Francisco. However, the reality is far more complicated. One of Oakland's biggest challenges is the exceptionally high cost of living. Housing prices and rental costs remain among the highest in the country, despite fluctuations in the real estate market. Many families find themselves spending a large percentage of their income on housing alone, leaving less money for savings, healthcare, education, and everyday expenses. Public safety has also been a concern in some neighborhoods, with property crime and vehicle theft frequently making headlines. Like many cities on this list, Oakland is not the same everywhere. Some neighborhoods are thriving, highly desirable, and filled with successful businesses, while others continue to struggle with economic inequality and public safety concerns. Buyers should carefully examine local market trends, commute times, school districts, and future development plans before deciding whether Oakland is the right fit. A beautiful location and strong job market can be attractive, but they don't always outweigh the financial pressures that come with living in one of America's most expensive metropolitan regions. And now we've reached number 1. Perhaps the most surprising city on today's list is San Francisco, California. This may shock many people because San Francisco is home to some of the world's biggest technology companies, breathtaking scenery, and a globally recognized economy. So why would it appear on a list of cities that many relocation experts suggest approaching with caution? The answer isn't because it's a bad city. Instead, it's because of the enormous challenges that many ordinary residents face. Housing affordability remains one of the biggest obstacles. Even people earning above-average salaries often struggle to purchase a home or afford rising rental costs. The overall cost of living, including groceries, transportation, insurance, and everyday services, can place tremendous pressure on household budgets. Some residents and businesses have also expressed concerns about homelessness, property crime in certain areas, and the rising cost of operating businesses. Although San Francisco continues to attract talented professionals from around the world thanks to its innovation-driven economy, many middle-income families have chosen to relocate to more affordable cities where they can enjoy larger homes, lower taxes in some cases, and a lower overall cost of living. This demonstrates an important lesson. A city's reputation alone doesn't determine whether it's the right place to live. Financial stability, lifestyle preferences, neighborhood quality, career opportunities, and long-term affordability all matter just as much. As we wrap up today's countdown, remember that no city is entirely good or entirely bad. Every place has safe neighborhoods and struggling neighborhoods, thriving businesses and economic challenges, opportunities and risks. The purpose of this video isn't to discourage anyone from moving to these cities, but to encourage smarter decisions based on careful research rather than online hype or social media trends. Before buying a home, signing a lease, or relocating your family, take the time to visit the area, compare neighborhoods, review local crime statistics, evaluate school districts, study employment opportunities, and understand the true cost of living. A little research today could save you thousands of dollars and years of regret in the future. If you found this countdown helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates on the U.S. housing market, real estate trends, and the best and worst places to live in America. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.